Again, candidates do most of their campaigning here in diners, which was fine with me, so I spent half my time here in diners, sometimes actually doing my job. But when I did focus on my job, you'll never know who shows up. Nikki Haley at one diner just a couple hours ago. Take a look.
We're so excited. It's go time. This is what we've been waiting for. And, you know, we've talked to everybody. They know that we've got a job to do. They're not deterred. They're going to go out to the caucuses. But we're ready. We spent 11 months talking to voters, shaking every hand, answering every question, being the last person to leave at every town hall. And it was all for this moment.
Do you worry, though? I mean, most of the people I talk to here, they'd go out there and they plan to go out there. But it's unpredictable how the weather affects things and, the rural part of the state. What do you think?
Do you think we have to be worried today?
No!
I'm not worried. People are excited. They're energized. Look, we have a country to save. They get this. They're tired of the chaos. They're tired of the names of the past, and they don't want a President Kamala Harris. They want us to win in November. We beat Joe Biden by double digits. Nobody else does that. That's what this is about, is we don't want another Joe Biden presidency. 75% of Americans say they don't want a Trump-Biden rematch. We're going to not only win, we're going to win with such a mandate that we go and get our economy back on track. You win by double digits, that says a lot. We're going to get our economy back on track. We're going to get our kids reading again, go back to the basics in education. We're going to secure our border once and for all. We're going to bring law and order back to our country. But more than anything, we're going to have a strong America that people can be proud of again. That's our goal. That's what we're going to get done.
Governor, I know you have a very busy schedule. I talked to quite a few people in this room already, Governor, who said that if it's Donald Trump, they cannot pull the lever for him if he's the nominee. How do you feel about that? How do you feel about the idea that many of your fans want you or no one?
Well, that's why we're going to win, is because they want someone else. I mean, you go all across the state. People are tired.
But do you support that view? If it isn't you, it doesn't work out, and it's Donald Trump, that they're going to go elsewhere?
I mean, look, I would take Donald Trump over Joe Biden any day of the week, but I'm going to make sure we don't have that option. Everything we've done to get to this point. I mean, keep in mind, people have been saying things for months. Back when there were 14 in the race and we were 2%. Now we are solid second in Iowa, second in New Hampshire, second in South Carolina. We got one more fella to catch up to, and we're going to get it done.
If Governor DeSantis finishes below you in this state, many say his race is over, it's done, and that he should leave. What do you think of that?
I mean, that's for Ron to decide. I've never said when somebody should get out of the race. It's very personal to get into a race like this. It's very personal to get out. We've been focused on our race. We've been focused on our message. We've been focused on talking to real voters. My opponents can do whatever they want to do. We're going to keep on going until we win.
So when Donald Trump trashes Vivek Ramaswamy and says you're not MAGA material, now, of course, Ramaswamy has never said a bad thing about Donald Trump. Did that send you any message?
Yeah, it said that we can't deal with the chaos anymore. This is not what Americans want to be talking about. They're wanting to know why economy's high, and why inflation's high, why everything's more expensive. They want to know why we aren't focused on getting our kids reading again. They want to know how we're allowing the lawlessness at the border that's out of control. That's what they want to talk about, not whether somebody's MAGA or not. That's the whole problem with where we are in this country. It's become too personal. Politics is not personal. It should be about policy. And policy should be about the fact that Americans are tired of working for government. They want government to serve the people again. That's what we're going to bring back to America.
Lately, I've noticed, Governor, Donald Trump has not been ripping you to the extent, let's say, he had earlier, and certainly to the extent he has your opponents. What are we to read into that? Anything?
I mean, look at the millions of dollars he's spending against me on TV. And, he has done that. He says that when he's in his town halls, he's saying plenty about us. But that's because he knows that we're surging. We are the only one going up in the polls. Everybody else is going down. That says something. And we know that momentum that we take from Iowa is going to go into New Hampshire. It's going to get even stronger in South Carolina until we finish this. This will be a two-person race with me and Donald Trump. And I'm telling you, we want to make sure that Joe Biden and Kamala Harris don't win, and we're going to do that by winning this.
Do you have to win South Carolina?
Right now, we want to be strong in Iowa, strong in New Hampshire, strong in South Carolina. We're not worried about South Carolina yet. We're worried about Iowa today. And we're going to get that done, and then we'll start focusing on New Hampshire.
All right. I've noticed, Governor, when you talk to these people and they don't see that you're looking at their breakfast, you can just take it from them. I mean, it's just very good seeing you.
Thank you so much.
Right.
God bless you.
Be well.
Thank you.
All right.